sorry, so when you pull it out, you have to compare basically what wires what, the different colors. Okay, so now that we know this part's good up to here, assuming it is, we need to pull this back piece off. Now this is the bugger. So in here you can see, let me see if I can get right in there. Yeah, so right there there's a nut you got to take off, and then under there there's a hole. Now in that hole there's one of these guys, so you got to squeeze those two tips, and that's where this plier comes in hand. You squeeze those and pop that through, and that gets out the whole deal. Then your handle cover is loose, but it's still two-sided tape along here. So that's where this comes in handy. Mine's already off. Actually, first I'll take off this nut that's in here. Okay, that's off. Basically, you have to get in here with your blade. Now, keep close to the plastic. You don't want to scratch the metal, and just scrape that along. Now, what they have, I can show you, is a bunch of these clips fastened on here. Now, 3 of them are facing this way, and 3 are the opposite way. So I found I had to peek underneath where these are and push down and break those 3 clips. Now the other 3 clips, I kind of pushed this out and hit here and tapped it that way so that the clips slid out of their position. So I could save these 3 clips. So that takes that off. Now, this piece here, that's your camera wire. That'll be connected there. You just kind of take a screwdriver, pry that off, and you can see that there's 6 tiny pins. Now, I took some acid, WD-40, and I cleaned it up that way. You can't scrape them because they're tiny little pins. You'll bend them and be gone. The WD-40 works well with the little wire in here, little music wire, and I picked those out. And then in the end, you just take some grease, put it in, but make sure you wipe off in between any of the holes because you don't want those touching each other. And that's what was wrong with my camera, just a bad connection between the two. If you clean that up and you still don't have camera, then you probably need a new camera, unfortunately, which is just pulling these 2 nuts off and replacing it with the screws and stuff like that. It may come with a new pigtail, I don't know. So after you've done all that, placed your camera, you've got it working, you have to put it together. Now, this is the nasty part. I've cleaned mine up already, but this is where the 2-sided tape is. I've left a little patch to show you. I don't know, this is what I used. Chem Shop Vanish Vandalism Mark Remover. Seemed to work really good. So just be careful. You might want to test it on a small area first. So let that sit for a minute, and I'll show you. Now is a good time to get in to here. and grease up right in here. If you come around, you can see this is where the hinge is. So grease in there real well, shy, and any moving part, and get that all done. Okay, so this is sad a bit. So basically, see how that comes off real easy? Scrape that. You'll have to do it a couple times to get it all clean like this. You also have to scrape this, because if you have any unevenness, it's going to let water in, and it's going to make your camera screw up again real fast. So clean that up real well. Now you put your two-sided tape on here, and then you're going to put your clips back in like this. Pop those in here, and then the 6 others, and then you're just going to put this whole piece back in, snap it in, and throw it back together. I think that's it. I'm not going to show you how to do it, because if you can't put it back together, then put your job mate tools away and go home. But that should be it. Hopefully that helped. I don't know any other diagnostics as far as the module or anything like that. I couldn't find anything. If it is, good luck finding that. Anyways, thanks. Hope this helps.